Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more on Phillies baseball as the Phils are getting ready to take on the Colorado Rockies here in the finale of this three-game series here in Denver at Coors Field. As you see, it's going to be a sun-splashed day in the city of Denver. We're going to pick that clear skies. So it'll be Zach Wheeler going to the hill today looking for win number 7. As here is your projected lineup, and this will be the lineup today. As Roman Quinn is back in the leadoff position, did very well yesterday. Also got a leadoff home run in yesterday's game, so we're just going to leave him right there at that leadoff spot. Batting second, Gene Segura getting the start at third base. Bryce Harper, the right fielder, bats third. Rhys Hoskins, the big fella himself, batting fourth, the cleanup spot at first base. JT Realmuto back in the lineup again today, fifth spot at catcher. Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, batting sixth. Scott Kingery, the second baseman, batting seventh. Jay Bruce will be playing left field tonight in place of Andrew McCutchen, just giving him another day off before they head home to face the Mets. And then batting ninth and pitching, Zach Wheeler. As you see, a possible sweep in the making today as the Phils are up 2-0 on the Rockies as we stand right now. So for your 43-8 Philadelphia Phillies, here is your starting lineup. It's Quinn, Segura, Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Gregorius, Kingery, Bruce, and Zach Wheeler, your starter today for the Fightin' Phils. He'll be opposed by Jeff Hoffman, looking for win number 7 as you take it to Coors Field for the finale of this three-game series. Enjoy the game, everybody.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. The Phils attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Jeff Hoffman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, another guy with a big arm, Jeff Hoffman. Big three-pitch mix. Good fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. Good power curveball. It's not a true curveball. I'd say it's more of a slurve, and his changeup has gotten a lot better. Good three-pitch mix, and he'll throw all three pitches at any time.
Now at the plate, Roman Quinn. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. These Rockies guys, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dahl is there, and he makes the catch for the out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a 450 on base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. On the run is Tapia. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And Murphy will just take this one himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Zach Wheeler starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Into the box now, Raimel Tapia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. And now a pitch on the way. Popped him up. Kingery has a play, and that's the 1st out of the inning.
Batting second, the first baseman.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. His career line against Wheeler, not great. He's 1 for 8. Here's the first pitch to him. Now Murphy belts one, carrying well to right field. And that one is gone. A solo shot there for Daniel Murphy. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Hit the other way out toward right field, and that's in there, base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the 1st. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Hit softly down the line at first. Dahl is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Gregorius is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rockies are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. 2nd inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Colorado. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Now the pitch. 2nd inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. 2-0. And the pitch. Weakly hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And, guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Stepping up now, Didi Gregorius. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 0-1 pitch. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Real Muto is on his way home. He'll score and the Phillies tie it. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
And in steps Scott Kingery. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Man at second here with 2 away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. In now, Zach Wheeler, as he'll take a look at ball 1. For the current campaign, Wheeler is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Phillies on top, 2-1. Trevor Story steps in now. He went deep in the contest last night.
Trevor Story.
First offering on its way. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Brendan Rodgers bats next as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 3 homers and 16 RBIs. Now the 1-0 misses, ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And it's full now, 3-2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
The catcher, John Nugent.
Standing in now, Dom Nunez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Oh and 1, here it comes. Two out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Our score remains 2-1. New inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Roman Quinn hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here it comes. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Sharp ground ball to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
The right fielder, White, Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field, but he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Phillies lead this one 2-1.
The Rockies are due to hit in the third, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heidi. First delivery to him on the way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So striding forward now, Raimel Tapia. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Quinn is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Murphy, a native Floridian. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
The bat.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The first with it is Wheeler, and the runner will get back standing. Murphy, the runner at first with 2 gone. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready with the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bruce has a read on it, and the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. They're down 2-1. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. This is line to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. There's a shot out to right center field. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Line towards center field, and that'll get down out there.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
To the plate now, Scott Kingery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Kingery is making a bid to make the All-Star squad this year with this strong season. He's currently the second leading vote getter amongst second basemen.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 2-1. None out, runners at first and second. Mm, 3-2. Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Blackmon going back, still going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A 3-run shot by Jay Bruce. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
At the plate, Zach Wheeler. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Swing hard liner to left center. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern, and part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Into the box, Roman Quinn. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. One there.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Gene Segura standing in. A fly out and a single for him so far. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Nunez shading to his right, and that retires the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Rockies 1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Settling in now, David Dahl. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. To 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. To first. Hoskins has it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roger.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. Wheeler sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Popped him up. And Hoskins is there to make the catch. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. He said he's seen his hitters take it to another level with runners in scoring position today, which is reflected in their batting average in those situations. Over a 600 clip. Clearly, that's been a big part of the story of this game.
Your attention, please.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Brian Shaw, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Here's Bryce Harper now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Shaw was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing. Harper swings and hits it very well to right. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Bouncer to the left side. And there's one down now.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
So a runner aboard at second here with 1 away. And that brings up JT Realmuto. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
Now that is shortstop, Gregory.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Hit down the line at first. Gloved by Murphy. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
a slider down the middle, but laid off. He's got the average to 321. 2 home runs and 3 driven in. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Ball low as he's able to lay off the slider.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Striding into the box, Raimel Tapia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. The 1-0 home. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Pitch is popped up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
Now batting, first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
So 2 are gone in the Rockies' half of the 5th. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. The 2-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Harper to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 left for Colorado. They trail 6-1. Jairo Diaz takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Rockies, number 37, Jairo Diaz.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Digging in to try it again, Scott Kingery. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Now batting,
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? 1st and 3rd, you got problems all over the
Well,
place.
you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, 1st and 3rd, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
In now, Zach Wheeler. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. After it is Blackman, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the 1st out. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roman Quinn. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the run is Dahl. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Stepping up to the plate, Gene Segura. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. It's off the rocks and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Man, when you throw as hard as this guy does in the upper 90s, that's a pretty uncomfortable pitch to hit, that one that's coming inside. I'm guessing he was expecting that ball coming in because he turned that one around easily.
Jake McGee gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Three runs already home here. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Phillies 9 and the Rockies 1. Now to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. That misses. 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. So coming to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, David Dahl.
David Dahl to the plate now. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. Philadelphia is on top 9-1. In now, Rhys Hoskins. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. My word, it's off the barbecue stand out there. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot, number 14 on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. JT Realmuto with a solo shot, number 14 on the season, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Up next,
Here's Didi Gregorius
the shortstop.
as he rips it on the ground to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter number 4, second base, John Kingery.
Now at the plate, Scott Kingery. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. And that's the second out.
Now batter, the left fielder, Jay Bruce.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
2 out, nobody on. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Story scoops it up, and the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Phillies on top 11-1. So striding in, Trevor Story, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The shortstop.
On its way is pitch number 75.
Story.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Neil Walker is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 12,
Andrew Knapp is also into the ball game, as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Now catching number 15, Andrew Knapp.
Logan Forsythe will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Number 13,
The 1-0
Forsythe.
misses for the second ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
3-0 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Story swings, and this ball is hammered to deep left field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. 8th home run on the season for him, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well, because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Hot shot to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 3, Dom Nunez.
Coming to the plate now, Dom Nunez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Behind 0-2 now. Gloved by Walker. And there's out number 2.
The pitcher,
Well
number
executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Drew Butera will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
number 6, Drew Butera.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Butera is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line.
Boy, D-Row, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
First pitch of the at-bat. Raimel Tapia is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Quinn is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 8th inning coming up. Phillies lead this one 11-2. Carlos Estevez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in once again, Zach Wheeler. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Adam Hazley is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Roman Quinn, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Line to the right side, but foul.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Dahl. 1 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Logan Forsythe.
So stepping in, Logan Forsythe. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Blackman is under it. 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder.
Ready now, Bryce Harper. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues.
And the runner will score from second. And back to first safely he goes. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Into the box now, Andrew Knapp, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 delivery. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Line drive to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Wade Davis comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate, Didi Gregorius. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Gregorius has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Davis playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th. Francisco Liriano will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the 3rd spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Adam Hazley will stick around as he'll take over in right field. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, "It ain't over till it's over." Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books. You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
At the plate now, Nolan Arenado, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A bullet to first base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackman.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Lays off 1-0.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
And there are 2 away now.
Up next to Colorado, the left fielder.
Ready for another chance? David Dahl. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Changeup called strike 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Now the 0-2 pitch, hit hard back up the middle, base hit, and that'll get a run in. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Definitely aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Standing in now, Trevor Story, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Rockies forced to settle for one. Ninth inning coming up. The Phillies lead it 13-3. Digging in, Scott Kingery. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Rogers is there for it. He's got it one away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Striding in, Jay Bruce. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch on its way. In there for strike one, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 0-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Adam Hazley, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. In now for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Nick Pivetta, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
Bruce is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Raimel Tapia, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike one. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think? And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
13-4 the way this one ends. The Phillies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Zach Wheeler earns win number 7 on the season. Jeff Hoffman struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
All right, well, that will conclude today's game, and the Phils get another sweep as they rout the Rockies 13-4 on 20 hits. Zach Wheeler gets the win, pitches 7 strong innings, 7 strikeouts, only 2 earned runs, earning the win. JT, the player of the game, goes 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs. I'm sorry, 2 RBIs, a double. So we'll go to the replay right fast, and we'll take a look at some of the action that went down in this one. Obviously, we won't be able to cover it all, but Daniel Murphy, the Braves, got it started early here as he goes yard in the first inning. Their first score of what would only be a few for them. JT right here at this point becomes 3-1 with the double from JT as he knocks in a run, making it 3-1 in the top of the 4th. Just an offensive onslaught once again today. And Jay Bruce, apparently he loves to homer on Sundays. He did it last Sunday. He did it today. And he takes this one deep to right field in the top of the 4th. A 3-run home run, making it 6-1 Phillies. Just obscene amount of offense by this team, which is a good thing. Not good for the other teams, however. Mean Gene got into the act. He homers to dead center field, 437 feet. A 2-run home run, making it 9-1 there in the top of the 6th as he hits it into the rocks. Fast forward again, and yeah, even the big fella got into the act, making it 10-1. A single blast that went right into their mezzanine level out there, and yep, bingo, right into the barbecue stand. And caught by that young lady right there. Good job by her. And JT also, this was a back-to-back jack here as the captain goes yard, making it 11-1, hitting it in almost the exact same spot that Reese hit it. So JT goes yard here, hitting it out near the barbecue stand as well, making it 11-1. But undaunted, Story, who is really the story of the Rockies this season so far as we've seen, goes yard here. Was not the first time he homered in this series. He also homered at Citizens Bank Park as well. That made it 11-2, putting it a little bit closer with a deficit of 9 at that point. And Dahl doubles to left, scoring in a run, making it a 10-run lead at this point. In the bottom of the 8th, Phillies at that point leading 13-3, resembling more of a football score as much as anything else. But that would really, 13 is all the runs the Phillies would need as Nunez goes yard here off of Nick Pivetta. Sends that over the wall for an out-of-here home run, 13-4 at that point. And that would be that. And this would pretty much put the nail on the coffin, so to speak. That would put the icing on the cake as Roman puts it away. And that would end the game, end the series, and the sweep for the Fightin' Phils as they win by a final score of 13-4. We're going to get out of this. And got an off day tomorrow, Memorial Day. And then the Phils will be back at it Tuesday through Thursday as the New York Mets come to town. Should be interesting. See a renewal of a rivalry in the National League East, as you see. Phillies just absolutely destroyed the Rockies. 16 runs on Friday, 10 runs yesterday, 13 runs today. Just, as I said, an obscene amount of runs by the Phils so far this season. So we look forward to Tuesday, as I said, the Mets are coming to town. Also, Washington coming in to end the month of May into June. So Jake the Snake will head back to the Hill, looking for win number 10, coming back off the injured list, as he'll be opposed by Steven Matz. Zach Eflin goes to the Hill on Wednesday looking for win number 6. He'll be opposed by Rick Porcello. And then in the finale of that series, it'll be Double V going to the mound again, looking for win number 7. He will be opposed by Jacob deGrom, who is the ace of the Mets staff. So it's going to be an interesting series when the Phillies return home to Citizens Bank Park. So that'll be it for now. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good weekend and a great Memorial Day. Thanks for watching.